Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we are going to do a boyfriend reading for Jeonghan to figure out what type of boyfriend he is. I was actually not planning to do Jeonghan. It just kind of randomly came to me that I started thinking of Jeonghan and I was like, oh, let me pick this cards and this cards, and then it kind of just happened. So here we are making this video. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I don't really know why it happened that way. I think it's because someone has been asking for a Jeonghan reading, and then I was like, okay, then I'll do a boyfriend one for him since I haven't. And here we are. What type of boyfriend will Jeonghan be like? I wanted to point out right away all the blue in his cards. That makes me think that his throat chakra is very important. And we'll get to that because I feel it's important, so hopefully I can mention it when we get to it. So the general energy for Jeonghan is the lamb. We have an earth element, so that tells me that he is usually pretty stable and grounded. The lamb talks about innocence, being pure, being filled with light and happiness. As you can see, it has pretty much all of the colors of the rainbow, which usually symbolize the balance of our chakras. So there's this sense of being pretty aligned with himself. I don't really see Jeonghan this way, but I guess he will be the type of boyfriend that brings a lot of happiness, brings a lot of innocence, a lot of purity, a lot of fresh energy, a lot of, like, I'm guessing a sense of being like cuddling, being very gentle, being very cute, very trying to be very appealing. I feel that he has those qualities that, you know, will come out of him when he starts dating. And his partner is going to see all of that, right? All of this beautiful energy, all of this innocence, all of this, like, I don't think Jeonghan is naive, so that's not the word that I'm looking for. I don't see Jeonghan as being aloof either, but he just brings this energy of, I think he will just have a partner that will want to take care of him and will want to make sure he's okay and will want to, like, protect him even. So there's a sense of Jeonghan will be the type of boyfriend that will enjoy being taken care of and being protected and being cuddled as well, and cuddling, you know, hugs, lots of hugs. So here, now we're talking about the blue. So there's a lot of blue on his oracle cards right here, and that is about the throat chakra. The throat chakra talks about speaking our truth, self-expression. And I do feel that, to me, this symbolizes that Jeonghan finds communication to be the most essential thing in a partnership. So I do feel that he's very straightforward, very direct. And even when he is, like, not directly saying something, he is being very straightforward in his own way. He is a Libra sun. Libra suns are not necessarily known to be very straightforward. Libras tend to be a little bit more charming, and their speech is a little bit more flowery, not necessarily poetic, just always beating around the bush, not super direct. You know, Aries is the one that takes care of that. Now I'm talking about astrology, so if you don't know, just kind of follow my interpretation of it. So to me, that kind of shows that even if Jeonghan is not saying things, you know, super straightforward, he is being very straightforward in his own way. So I do feel that when he finds the right person, that person is gonna get it right away. Like, the different changes of tone, the things that are left unsaid are also things that should be paid attention to. So I do feel that Jeonghan is a bit of a puzzle, but it's an entertaining puzzle nonetheless. But I do feel that Jeonghan does like to, like, put things out on the table, and he'll be that type of partner that will want people will want his partner to really know how he feels about things, and he's not going to stay quiet about it. But I don't know how good his partner will be at perceiving it. So I feel that if he ends up with someone that is not good at it, the relationship is not going to last. But if he's with someone that understands it very well and kind of just knows what's going on, and he's able to really read those little things that he's not saying, there's a brighter future for this relationship. Let's put it that way. Now let's look at the cards that he has. So the things that was like getting my attention, funnily enough, were the moons. So here we have the faces of the moon, and here we have a full moon. And to me, that kind of made me think that emotions and things that are unknown are going to be a very big thing, or like just having like almost telepathic and intuitive communication. It's very important for Jeonghan, or he will want that and desire to have that type of connection with his partner. With the influence card, there's a sense of wanting to take care of someone and nurture someone that is very pure and innocent, someone that is very, seems like he wants a partner, or he wants a relationship that is brought up on healthy foundation, and that is also brought up again with that earth element, a very stable standing, very grounded, very rooted. I feel that Jeonghan is the type of person that knows who he is, and he's trying to manifest someone that also knows who they are in order to just create a very healthy relationship, balanced, equals, you know, not two halves but two wholes type of relationship, that kind of thing. And with the faces of the moon, I do feel that Jeonghan is the type of partner that is very good at perceiving the changes in mood of people, and he's also very good at just adjusting to environments and to people and to situations. So he will be very good at doing that with his partner as well. I wasn't sure if that was a flower or a star. I thought it was a star, but it looks like it's kind of like a flower as well. So I don't feel that Jeonghan is just very intuitive. I don't know if you guys see him that way, because I clearly don't see Jeonghan as an intuitive person, but I guess someone that's very good at reading people, and because of that he's very good at influencing people as well. I think there's a sense of wanting a partner that is very pure, so like that he doesn't like poke that person's buttons and like trigger them somehow. I do feel that he's very good at just poking people, and I think he wants someone that doesn't really have baggage, so like that he doesn't poke. I don't know how good he is at keeping that under wraps, but I feel he wants someone that he can't influence as easily, someone that has a mind of their own. So I think that's why he wants someone grounded. Here we have revolution. There's a bunch of birds that makes me think of transformations or reaching dreams and achieving goals. Here we have like a moon, and that almost makes me think of like the sun. So it makes me think of the cycles of day and night. Cycles are very important. Here we have the moons, and here we have like the sense of day and night. Here it makes me feel like she's holding a lotus flower or some sort of flower, so that made me think of the crown chakra, even though the yellow is the solar plexus, which talks about confidence, optimism, and creativity. So definitely he wants someone that's very confident, someone that knows who they are. He will be the type of boyfriend that is just going to change and flip the world upside down to his partner. So I think that's why he needs someone that is very confident with who they are, because he's constantly going to be changing the rhythm, the tempo. I do feel a sense of always changing, always transforming. So I'm not too sure about Jeonghan's like astrological placements. Maybe we can explore that one in another video, but in this one we're talking just about cards. So there's a sense of he's constantly changing, he's constantly transforming transforming and becoming this, not necessarily becoming a new person or like he changed completely, but he's always trying to adjust, improve, develop, and revolution makes me think of constant transformation. And with this alchemy, it makes sense. He's a type of boyfriend that is always trying to become better, or trying to have a better world, or try to have a better environment or a better lifestyle. So this alchemy card to me always symbolized the ability to just create and manifest. So he could have this hand is making me think of someone that has a very nice touch, or someone that with their touch is very healing. So he may want that, or he has that, I don't know. But yeah, with this alchemy hand, it made me think of someone that has the power to create, the power to manifest, and the power to just make things physically happen. So I do feel that Jeonghan has the ability to just manifest his world, and that's why there's cycles. There's the sense of being very good at manifesting. There's this sense of being very good at just transforming, changing, and adapting very quickly. So I think he wants a partner that is able to keep up with that pace and constant change. He's constantly changing. I wonder what if there's an astrological placement that could explain this, and if not, he's just very adaptable and he's constantly changing to create the world that he wants to be. He could get bored very easily, and that could be the reason why he's constantly changing his lifestyle. And if that's the case, makes sense that he wants someone that will be able to keep up. Here we have the 8 of Wands reversed. So I do feel that, okay, especially since it's underneath the influence card, this tells me that Jeonghan is a type of boyfriend that takes things a bit slower. He, like, the change may come very sudden and out of nowhere, because the 8 of Wands is a very quick energy. It's putting all of the energy into one goal and just going for it. But in this one, the 8 of Wands being reversed doesn't tell me of someone that has like scattered energy. This tells me that Jeonghan is very focused. Whatever his goal is, he goes for it, and he'll be the type of boyfriend that takes things a bit slower. Slower because it feels to me that he's testing the waters. With this influence card, it feels like he is not the type of person that will say something inspirational and then his partner is going to be like, yeah, let's do that. No, this feels like it's kind of like slowly planting the seed and slowly putting that idea into his partner's mind. It's kind of like, this looks very good. It's like, okay. And then the next day it will be like, oh, do you remember the thing that I told you? I heard about this other thing, right? That kind of thing. It tells me that Jeonghan is like, he plays the long game and stuff. And then when it's the right moment, he flips the table. So that, I do feel that there's a sense of transformation, revolution. He's very good at playing his cards, let's put it that way. So I do feel that whoever his partner is should be very careful, because there's a sense of being very good at manipulating with this gift. I don't think Jeonghan necessarily abuses it, but if he doesn't get along with his partner, or if things don't work out, he could take advantage of it. So whoever his partner is definitely needs to know who they are and where they're standing to not be taken advantage of. And I think he's aware of that. And I think that's why he wants someone that he can't fool around with. Here we have the Wheel and the Page of Cups reversed. So the Wheel talks about good fortune, talks about things just flowing, things just happening, things just working out. And here with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like destiny as well. And with the Page of Cups reversed, there's a sense of someone that may not be super poetic, someone that is not necessarily super emotional or emotionally connected, so I feel that Jeonghan is someone that is very caring. His words are very heavy. When I mean heavy is that that's like where he expresses who he is, and that's where it's at, if that makes sense. So I do think that he's a type of boyfriend that may not be 100% emotional, oh, let me cry about this, or oh, let me say this and let me say that. He may not talk about how he feels in an emotional state. So when he's feeling emotions very strongly, he may not really talk about it. He will probably keep that to himself. When he has analyzed it and intellectualized and reasoned with his emotions, that's when he'll talk about them, right? Oh, I felt like this, I felt like that. When this thing was happening, I was feeling this, right? That kind of thing, right? But at the moment, he keeps that to himself. I think that with this Page of Cups reversed, that's what I'm getting with the Page of Cups reversed, right? Someone that doesn't really know how to just feel things and express those things, right? But he's very good at communicating how he thinks about it and what he... in his views and his perspectives, right? But not necessarily how he feels. When he's feeling it at that moment, he kind of keeps it under lock and key. So with this Wheel of Fortune, I do feel that he's a type of boyfriend that's very good at going with the flow, but at the same time, he keeps a lot of things to himself. And the last card that we have right here is the Five of Cups. So again, there's this sense of not feeling completely satisfied, focusing on the negative. So I do feel that Jeonghan could be a little bit on the pessimistic side of life, someone that may be a bit jaded with life and how it works. Again, he does have a very, I guess, how should you call it? He intellectualizes life a little bit too much. I don't think he's necessarily practical about things. I think he's just a little bit more of like cold and detached about how things work. Again, he's not a super emotional person. He's pretty balanced element wise, I guess you could say. Even though we don't have swords, that's kind of the energy I've been continuously talking about with the way of communicating and stuff. But with this Five of Cups, it tells me that he tends to have a very negative outlook on life, pretty pessimistic as well. I don't think he necessarily brings that into his relationships, at least not in a good day. On a good day, I think he tries to stay optimistic, pretty happy, but I think he constantly has in the back of his mind how things don't. He's always thinking of how things could go wrong. Let's put it that way. And because of that, it could make it kind of difficult to have a good relationship with a partner that it doesn't have that innocence that he's looking for, right? I think as much as he wants to be pretty happy, pretty content with life, I think there's a side of him that is always look, I think it's like a defense mechanism of his, right? Always looking at what could go wrong so that he can be prepared for it. A very I guess airy and earthy way of seeing things, right? Or I guess there's like this sense of like this Scorpio energy, right? Someone that's always looking behind their back, very Capricorn Scorpio like, right? Always waiting for that moment that someone will betray him. So I think he may have been betrayed before. And because of that, maybe he's looking for someone that it's a bit more innocent and more pure and in a sense genuine, right? But I'll leave that there. I hope you guys like this reading, especially to that one person, Ode to June. I think that's their name. I hope I got it right, and if not, you know who you are. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this Jeonghan boyfriend reading. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And love and healing from my part to you. And bye.